Well, after a roof collapse on Main Street in Beckley, near the end of June, the city considers the safety of others' buildings. Newswatch reporter Cassie Simmons has the story.
This recent event of a month or so ago on Main Street has been a real eye-opener for us.
In June, 2 buildings on Main Street suffered damage from a roof collapse.
Here behind you can get a better view of what's happening here behind the building rather than in front. You're going to see very minimal damage if you look at it from the front side.
Now businesses are displaced and the street is still closed. While demolition and cleanup efforts are in progress, some wonder if it could happen again.
Nobody could have predicted, in my opinion, the fact that the Walton building collapsed like it did. But in retrospect, when we look at the age of the building and the fact that in the old days, if depending on the composition of the roof, the old roof wasn't always removed before a new coating or a new roof was placed on it, and we think that could have played a role in the Walton building.
Mayor Rappold says the city is planning to hire at least one structural engineer to take a look at other buildings that could pose the same threat.
Beginning with those, we think, beginning with those that are vacant, that don't have ongoing businesses in them at this time, although the occupied and going business commercial buildings will also be evaluated, but they'll be more toward the end of the priority list.
No buildings in particular stand out as desperately needing reevaluation to Rappold, but he says he'd rather be safe than sorry.
We're putting a request for quotations out to structural engineers to come in and sit down and say, we want to begin with the vacant buildings, this, and this.
In Beckley, I'm Cassie Simmons, Newswatch.
It's unclear how many buildings will be reevaluated, but the city plans to start on streets like Neville, Main, and Prince Streets.